Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cassie and my channel is all about helping you start your very own business on Etsy selling print on demand. If you're new here and have never heard of print on demand before, this is a really great way to start a t-shirt business from home without ever having to print any of the shirts yourself. All you have to do is make designs for your t-shirts on your phone or on your computer. And then the print company I use, which is called Printify, actually will print those shirts for you, ship them to your customers, and even update the tracking number on Etsy all for you. And trust me, if you've never designed anything in your whole life, I use a design software called 𝗗𝗓𝗏.com, and they seriously make it so easy. There's hundreds of different graphics to use and fonts, and you can just find what's already working and make a version of it all your own. Using print on demand is a really great way to have a scalable business. In November of 2021, which is what we'll be talking about in this video, when I sold over $100,000 in t-shirts and sweatshirts in 1 month on Etsy, I sold almost 3,000 items. I cannot imagine having to have printed and shipped all of that stuff, especially with the holidays. So let's jump in and I'll give you my top tips to do the exact same thing this holiday season and for every holiday that comes up in between. So obviously in today's video, we're gonna go over how I actually sold $100,000 in just 1 month in November of 2021. So this was Christmas time, so these were all almost exclusively Christmas sales, of course. But that didn't just happen because it was Christmas time. There was a lot of prep work that I did last year to make sure that I had this kind of success. So I'll go through my success checklist to be ready for the holidays so you can make money this Christmas season, but this also will work for every holiday in between. If you're watching this when I release it in May of 2022, then we are just about 8 weeks away from 4th of July, so this would be a great time to apply all of this to the 4th of July niche. After that, you can start looking on to Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, and beyond. My first tip is to be ready 8 to 12 weeks in advance is when you want to be making your designs and listing them. For Christmas, I'd say even sometimes up to 16 weeks. Typically, I start in August or September doing my Christmas designs. And this gives you a really great chance to start getting sales early and get momentum. That way, when the big rush of people comes starting in October and November, you're already up at the top of the search results because you've already gotten a few sales. This also gives you time to make more designs of what's working. If in October and November you start selling a lot of a particular niche of Christmas item, then you have time to make more versions of it, different styles of it, and list it with the same keywords that are already working for you to really capitalize on what you've found is working. So tip number 2 is you want to really spend some time researching what is trending for that holiday right now. What type of color combinations are trending? Are they mostly funny shirts that you're seeing bestsellers on? Are you seeing any specific design styles like the retro groovy fonts? Or are you seeing a lot of leopard print? There's always different trends that you can pick up on and then try and incorporate in all of your designs. Tip 3 is then to find a bunch of different graphics that you can incorporate in all of your designs. A great place for this is creativefabrica.com. I did do a full review of Creative Fabrica, and it's a graphic website with 4 million different graphics that you can use. I'll link the review video that I did for their subscription. It is $1 trial for your first month if you use my link in the description, so make sure to check that out since they have a lot of great graphics for the holidays. So you want to go download lots of different graphic packs and have those ready to go when you sit down to make your designs so you can make a bunch all at once. So tip number 4 is I like to take down a lot of different funny sayings, cute sayings, and look up different puns for that particular holiday and make a big list of ideas of shirts to make. Then you want to check each and every one of these for trademarks before you start designing, since nothing's worse than making a beautiful design and then not being able to use it. I do also have a trademark video. If you're not sure how to check for those, go ahead and take a look at that, and I'll walk you through step by step to make sure that you're not infringing and your account stays safe. Tip number 5 is the Bigkahuna. So this is my list of designs that I make for every single holiday. So make sure to write these down and make at least 1, if not 10 of each of these for every single holiday. The first one is matching couples shirts or matching best friend shirts. These are super popular for every single holiday. Number 2 is pregnancy announcement shirts. These sell so well, but just keep in mind that bumps first anything is trademarked, so you can't say bumps first. Number 3 is group family shirts. So matching family shirts for mom, dad, toddler, baby, or a bunch of adults. Number 4 is punny shirts. So group punny shirts sell really, really well. A different funny saying on each one. People love to think they're hilarious. Definitely make sure you do some puns, and you can just Google these. They don't even have to already be on shirts. Number 6 is teacher shirts. Teachers love to wear holiday shirts for every holiday, with the exception of maybe 4th of July since they're not working. Number 7 is nurse shirts, especially pediatric nurses. They love to wear holiday shirts as well. Number 8 is 9 cute graphics in a 3x3 pattern. Don't ask me why, but you will see bestsellers of these for every single holiday, so make sure you are one of them. Number 9 is a collage of graphics, so all in a big bundle. You'll see the keywords doodle in these a lot, so just a bunch of graphics all mixed together, really tiny in a big pattern on the shirt are really popular as well. Lastly, number 10 is any design trends that you've been successful with in the year prior. You wouldn't believe the random t-shirt niches that will sell well for holidays. Doesn't matter if it has absolutely nothing to do with that holiday. If you've sold any niche at all, if you sell elephant shirts, chicken shirts, cat shirts, dog shirts, avocado shirts, bachelorette party shirts, literally anything can be combined with holidays. So take what you already know is successful and make a holiday version. Tip number 6, when you're designing in advance, it can be difficult to get an idea of what was a bestseller last year if there's really nothing in the cart yet at this time. So try different keywords, search around a lot on Etsy for the different holiday niches from last year, and just focus on the ones that have the most reviews since they were probably bestsellers last year. Tip number 7 is to prepare for a lot of sales. The worst thing in the world is to not be prepared to get lots of sales and what that really means for you financially. And what I mean by that is there is a tiny bit of a lag for when you have to pay Printify for the shirts and then Etsy pays you a day or two later. But if you're just starting out, that can be up to a week later. And so you want to make sure that you have a credit card that you can use to kind of float that cost for the few days so you're not paying tons of money in the meantime. I use the Wells Fargo 2% card, so I get 2% cash back on everything that I purchase with Printify. Last year I spent over $200,000 on Printify, so that was over $4,000 in cash back. So if you're able to get a cashback credit card, definitely get one of those. It can make you a lot of extra money if you're already spending it anyways, unless you have any trouble with credit card debt and you're not going to be paying it off every month. It's not worth it if you're going to be paying interest. Lastly, I have one last bonus tip for you, and that is at the end of any holiday season, go through all of the bestsellers that are currently bestsellers at the end of the season when it's too late for you to list new things, and make yourself a mega list of what to design for next year. Ideally, I like to get 25 to 50 best-selling designs all saved on a notepad on my computer before the season is over. I'll take pictures of what the shirt looks like. We never want to copy, but you just want to know what was a bestseller last year. You can even save their title just so you've got an idea of what the SEO was. And then once you've been through a whole year of saving these at the end of holiday seasons, then when you go to start designing next year, you are in a much better place. I hope all of those tips were super helpful for you in getting ready for your next holiday season. And if you really follow these tips this year and try and get anywhere from 25 to 500 designs up for especially the big holidays, then you will be so successful. I know that sounds like a lot right now if you're just beginning, but one thing that I want to kind of tell you about is the compound interest of your work. So a lot of my sales from the 100,000 were actually from designs I made in 2020 when I sold $70,000 in November of 2020. So a lot of those designs started selling again in 2021, and then along with a lot of my new designs. So here in 2022, I'm already so much more prepared for the holidays. So don't feel like you're behind if you're just starting. Everybody has to start where you are, and you're only going to get there by making as many great designs as you can in as many different trends and different niches as you can until you find what works best for you. But definitely know that you can do all of this too. I'm not some magical unicorn selling $100,000 in 1 month. You can plan and do that as well with just some hard work. So good luck out there. Comment down below if you have any questions. Thank you again for staying until the end, and please subscribe if you found this video helpful, and we'll see you in the next one.